Okay, please do remember to subscribe, like, comment. Okay, Taurus. New beginnings. New beginnings are definitely coming in. It's like at your doorstep. There is a coming together of more than one energy, more than one person here that is only wishing you well, wishing you good. It's like there's some sort of departure that some of you have. It could be a departure from your home or place or relationship, but it is one that I see that's very amicable, that's very, avoiding any kind of animosity, not wanting to burn any bridges, just having a smooth crossover, if that makes sense. Fresh start here. And I do see it as something that you have been determined to have, to get done, is this fresh start. Something feels very ready, like you can't wait to get going with this. You have, in the recent past, over the past, you've been stopped a few times. There's been a number of obstacles and blockages in the way. There's been a few things that have held you back, and I see it's felt like a struggle to try and move past certain things, to try and I also see to try and blend in. To try and blend in into certain environments. Like you can seem like you're doing well, but there's something within you that you feel like things are not clicking as you would like them to, or you don't feel like that is your place. And you've been in search of this, and I do see that once something is very transparent and clear, you go for it, you take it. And so that's what I see coming through. There is some necessary steps you need to take that feels a little bit repetitive in terms of completing a project or completing some cycle here. It does feel repetitive, but you are nearing the end of this cycle, and it feels like one that has been a little bit up and down with its temperament, and it having to deal with certain jealousies as well that I see coming through. Someone around you in particular has been very envy of what you have, or what is going on for you. And so it does say to just keep protecting yourself, because you deserve to be in a place that's light, fresh, away from the drama. You are saying goodbye. You are saying, this is the end to some others or one person here. And it's like you're having to be sorry, but at the same time not so sorry, You draw a certain boundary here. There's been, for some, there's a court case, there's some filings that need to happen, a particular deadline. There's a certain angle to this. This could be something very specific where it looks very very favorable to you, as long as you pay attention to the details and take the best advice that's been given to you. And also, for some, there's been a relationship that's run its course. It's throughout this reading, everything feels like whatever is coming to an end, or whatever it is that you are having to leave behind, you're feeling good about. So if there is a relationship that's run its course, you feel happy, you feel at peace, like both sides here. There's a potential offer coming in, and I do see there's been a gaining of trust in this situation. If it is someone, a close partner that you work with, they can really, really trust you, and there's been good, positive referrals. Your name is going around in a good way. So there is sort of like talk of this, and I do see you becoming very, very busy in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. but you are headed to a place where you're wanting to be at as well. Protecting your heart. I do see you're very much protecting your heart, and that feels like it will always be the case, but you are also beginning to allow your heart to also be open and stay open, because there is a potential love romantic partner. This is just for some of you. Okay. It's just all to do with trust, I see. Something weighs very heavily on trust. 9 of Wands, Knight of Cups. And I'm getting the message, been there, done that. You know, so you know all too well of how to navigate a tricky situation. 9 of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the High Priestess. There's a knowingness. There's something here that you are receiving a lot of clarity. 9 of Wands shows that been here, done that. Basically, you've gone through many situations, many circumstances that for you only makes you stronger, makes you persevere. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. In this energy of the Knight of Wands, you know exactly where you are going and nothing's going to stop you. Allowing, I see, freedom, your sense of freedom, and doors opening here with this Knight of Cups, which is some sort of offer coming in for you. And I do see something feels like the load is being lifted off here. You're feeling lighter. And there is some kind of awakening happening here, because there's less distractions and disruptions to this energy flow, to this sort of connection that you have with someone. It's like the path is becoming a lot clearer. You, here I see, have a deeper understanding of yourself, of where you're going, and also understanding that you don't necessarily have to pressure yourself in going towards something just because there's an offer there on the table. But you are being very protective and smart and patient as well. The Knight of Pentacles. Patient. And I feel like something is very deserving. Only the very selective few that you choose. You feel like you look, around, the 8 of Wands, and you're like, who is deserving of my time, energy, love, all of that? You're not about to just give it to anybody, even if it's a placement of work, The Knight of Pentacles and 8 of Wands, and slow and steady wins the race, but once you are winning, things start to pick up very, very quickly. I see lots of blessings coming in. And it's not just one blessing and that's it. It's like you get several of those, repeated blessings, continuous blessings here. Getting some kind of communication that I see has a lot of prosperity, something that it gives you the go-ahead. I see a big green light. It gives you the go-ahead. It is yes. And I get the message again, about transparency. No longer kind of confused, signals and messages here. Whatever's coming across to you is what it is. No need to read between the lines or anything. And I do see there is something forming, whether it's a friendship or work relationship, whether, or a romantic connection here. It is what I see, something that's going the distance. There is some positive communication that will see you go very, very far with some endeavor that you have. And one that I see you've kept trying and you haven't given up. The Six of Wands. That is perfect to what we're talking about here with the Six of Wands, the success. You have not given up on your endeavors, on something that you truly believe in. You've held it very close to you. See that there's a lot of potential with that. Having to remove whatever obstacles, keep yourself guarded away from any kind of enviness and all of that, and it's like you have something very striking that people have to kind of double look. They have to take a second look, and it's like there's something very radiant coming from you here, Taurus, with the Six of Wands. You are, rising high. You're your own champion, and you've made it happen here with this riding on this high success. Absolutely loving it, and there's something that you feel very. Now it's your place. Very, very fitting. You feel like, yes, now this is my place. I absolutely love it. Thank you.